Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something today. What have you been saying to yourself? Or are you speaking life, strength, and power into your own soul? For the next 7 days, I challenge you to change your words. Talk to yourself like you are victorious, not defeated. Talk to yourself like you are chosen, not forgotten. Talk to yourself like you are on the edge of a breakthrough, not at the end of your road. Because the truth is, your words have power. The words you speak today are shaping the life you will live tomorrow. If you keep telling yourself, I can't do this, you will never rise. But if you start saying, I am able, I am strong, I am more than a conqueror, then something will shift in your life. 7 days. That's all I'm asking. For 7 days, refuse to speak defeat. Refuse to repeat the lies that have held you captive for too long. Refuse to agree with the voice that tells you you're not good enough. Your words are not just sounds. They carry weight, power, and influence over your life. Every time you speak, you are planting seeds. Seeds that will either grow into something strong and life-giving or into something that weakens and destroys. Think about it. What you say about yourself, even in private moments, sets the course for your future. If you keep saying, I'm not good enough, you're reinforcing that belief in your heart. If you keep declaring, I can't do this, you are shutting the door on opportunities before they even appear. But what if you change the way you speak? What if instead of tearing yourself down, you started lifting yourself up? What if instead of speaking words of defeat, you declared words of victory? I am capable. I am strong. I am made for more. History has shown us that great leaders, visionaries, and people of impact were careful with their words. They didn't speak doubt into their dreams. They spoke faith. They didn't say, it's impossible. They said, with determination, I will find a way. The words you use today will shape your decisions tomorrow. So be mindful of what you say. When you speak, ask yourself, am I planting seeds of strength or seeds of fear? Am I speaking life into my future or am I cutting myself down? Because what you speak, you will eventually believe, and what you believe, you will become. The greatest battles in life are not fought on battlefields, in boardrooms, or in public arenas. They are fought in the mind. Every single day there is a war happening within you, a war between faith and fear, a war between confidence and doubt, a war between the truth of who you are meant to be and the lies that try to hold you back. Your mind is a battlefield, and the weapons being used are the words you speak to yourself. If you allow negative, self-defeating thoughts to dominate your mind, you are giving the enemy of your soul the upper hand. You're handing over your strength, your peace, your confidence without even realizing it. But here's the good news. You have control over what takes root in your mind. You don't have to let fear win. You don't have to accept every negative thought as truth. The way to victory begins when you take authority over your inner dialogue. When you feel doubt creeping in, you can choose to say, no, I will not give in to this. I am stronger than my fears. When the voice of failure tries to remind you of your past mistakes, you can declare, my past does not define me. I am walking into a new season. When discouragement tells you that you will never succeed, you can boldly say, I am capable, I am equipped, and I will not back down. You have to fight for your mind. You have to stand guard over your thoughts like a soldier standing watch. And the way you fight back is by speaking truth, speaking words of strength, faith, and victory over yourself. For too long, many people have been walking around carrying invisible chains, chains of doubt, chains of fear, chains of insecurity. These chains are not made of metal, but they are just as strong. They are built by the words we speak to ourselves, the negative thoughts we allow to take root, and the false beliefs we've accepted as truth. Every time you tell yourselves, "I'll never be enough," you add another link to the chain. Every time you say, "I'm not smart enough, strong enough, or talented enough," you tighten the grip of those chains. And after years of repeating these words, you begin to live as though you are truly bound, unable to move forward, unable to step into the life you are meant to live. But here's the truth. You were never meant to live in chains. You were never meant to be held back by lies and limitations. The power to break free is already within you, but it begins with changing your words. If you want freedom, you must first reject the lies that have been spoken over you. You must stop agreeing with the voices that tell you you're not good enough. You must replace every word of defeat with words of strength. Instead of saying, "I can't," declare, "I am capable." Instead of saying, "I will never change," say, "I am growing and becoming better every day." Instead of saying, "This is just who I am," say, "I am evolving into the person I was created to be." If you want freedom, you must first reject the lies that have been spoken over you. You must stop agreeing with the voices that tell you you're not good enough. You must replace every word of defeat with words of strength. Instead of saying, "I can't," declare, "I am capable." Instead of saying, "I will never change," say, "I am evolving into the person I was created to be." Because the truth is, the moment you change your words, the chains begin to break. The weight that has held you down starts to lift. You begin to walk differently, think differently, believe differently. And soon, the chains that once seemed unbreakable will no longer have power over you. You don't have to stay trapped in a prison of your own words. Freedom is possible, but it starts with what you say to yourself. Break the chains, speak life, and step into the victory that is waiting for you. Words are like seeds. You plant them in the soil of your mind, and in time, they will grow. The question is, what kind of seeds are you planting? Are you sowing seeds of life, hope, and strength? Or are you allowing words of fear, doubt, and defeat? Some people go through life speaking nothing but negativity over themselves. They wake up in the morning and say, "I'm tired. I don't think I can handle today." They face a challenge and say, "I'll never get through this." They look at their dreams and say, "It's impossible." And then when things don't go their way, they wonder why. But the truth is, they are simply reaping what they have. You cannot plant words of defeat and expect to harvest a life of victory. You cannot speak fear and expect to walk in faith. You cannot declare weakness over yourself and expect to feel strong. What you speak is what will grow. That's why you have to make a decision. Starting today, you will only speak life. When you wake up, declare, "This is going to be a great day." When you face challenges, say, I am more than capable of overcoming this. When doubt tries to creep in, declare, I was created for a purpose and I will not be defeated. Even when you don't feel strong, speak strength. Even when things don't look good, speak hope. Even when you're facing struggles, declare victory, because your words are setting the direction of your life. If you want to change where you're headed, change the words you are speaking. Because when you speak life, you will see life. When you speak hope, you will find hope. When you speak strength, you will feel strength rise within you. Feelings are real, but they are not always right. They shift, they change, and if you let them, they will lead you away from the truth. One day you may feel confident and full of purpose. The next day, doubt creeps in, and suddenly you feel small, unworthy, and incapable. That's the danger of living by feelings. They are unstable, unreliable, and they will deceive you. But faith is different. Faith is steady. Faith is unshaken. Faith does not depend on how you feel in the moment. Faith declares the truth even when emotions say otherwise. This is why you cannot allow your feelings to dictate your words. Your words must be grounded in faith, not emotion. If you only speak what you feel, you will be tossed back and forth like a wave in the ocean, strong one moment, weak the next. But if you choose to speak faith, no matter how you feel, you will stand firm. Even when life gets tough, even when you don't see a way forward, speak faith. Say, I will overcome. Say, I am strong, even if I don't feel like it. Say, there is a purpose in this, and I will not be defeated. Because feelings will come and go, but the words of faith you declare will carry you through every storm. Speak faith over your life, not just for a moment, but every day. And soon your faith will be stronger than your feelings. 7 days. That's all it takes to begin changing your life. 7 days of speaking differently, thinking differently, and refusing to let the old negative words control you. Some people hear this and say, that's too simple. But the truth is, most of the breakthroughs we need in life begin with simple but powerful decisions. And if you commit to this, if you truly speak life over yourself for 7 days, you will begin to see the shift. Because here's what happens when you do this. Your mind begins to change. The way you see yourself shifts. The way you approach challenges transforms. You start to walk with confidence, not because everything is suddenly perfect, but because you have chosen to stop speaking defeat. At first it might feel unnatural. You might even struggle to believe the words you're saying. But stay with it. Keep speaking faith, even when doubt whispers in your ear. Keep declaring strength, even when you feel weak. Keep saying, I am more than a conqueror, even when the battle is still raging. By the end of these 7 days, something will be different. You will have built momentum. You will have rewired your thinking. You will have taken a step toward the life you were meant to live. And once you see the change, you won't want to stop. 7 days. That's all it takes to start transforming your future. So make the commitment. For 1 week, speak nothing but life, strength, and victory. And watch what happens. There are voices in this world that will try to define you. Voices that tell you who you are, what you can do, and what you will never be. But the most dangerous voice is not the one that comes from the outside. It's the one that speaks within you. That voice has the power to lift you up or tear you down. It can push you forward or hold you back. And for too long, many people have been agreeing with the wrong voice. They have accepted the lies that say these words, whether spoken by others or whispered in your own mind, have shaped your decisions, your confidence, and your destiny. But today you have a choice. You do not have to accept those lies anymore. It's time to reject the voice that says you are not enough. It's time to refuse the labels that others have placed on you. It's time to stand up and declare, I will not be defined by fear, by failure, or by the opinions of others. I am who I was created to be. The words you allow to take root in your heart will determine the course of your life. So ask yourself, what have you been agreeing with? Have you been speaking words of doubt over yourself? Have you been repeating the lies that say you'll never make it? If so, it's time to break that cycle. Starting today, make a decision. You will only agree with words that bring life, not destruction. When doubt tries to creep in, reject it and declare, I am more than enough. When fear whispers in your ear, refuse to listen and say, I am strong and courageous. When the past tries to remind you of your failure, stand firm and say, I am not who I used to be. I am growing, changing, and stepping into a greater future. You have the power to reject the lies and replace them with truth. But it starts with what you choose to believe and what you choose to speak. So, from this moment forward, speak only what is true, what is good, and what will move you forward. Reject the lies and step into your destiny. You were not created to live in defeat. You were not placed on this earth to barely survive, to struggle through each day, or to walk with your head down in shame or fear. You were created for victory. But too many people go through life accepting less than what they were meant for. They have convinced themselves that this is just how life is, that struggle is permanent, that success is for other people, and that they will never rise above where they are. They have settled for a life that is far below their true potential. But let me tell you something, you were meant for more. You were designed to overcome. You were created with strength, purpose, and power inside of you. But here's the key. If you don't believe it, you will never walk in it. Victory begins with what you declare over yourself. If you keep speaking words of defeat, I'll never succeed, I always mess up, nothing good ever happens for me, then you are placing limits on your own life. But if you wake up every day and say, I am more than a conqueror, then something will begin to shift. You may not feel victorious yet. You may still see obstacles in front of you, but speak it anyway. Declare it until your mind begins to believe it. Declare it until your actions begin to align with it. Because what you speak consistently is what you will eventually live out. There is a champion inside of you waiting to be awakened. There is a strength within you that has not yet been fully tapped into. There is a future ahead of you that is greater than your past. But in order to step into that victory, you must start walking like a victor and thinking like a victor. So make a decision today. No more settling for less. No more speaking words of failure. No more walking in fear. From this moment on, walk in victory. Speak in victory. And live in victory, because that is who you were always meant to be. Many people spend their lives talking about their problems, their struggles, and their limitations. They speak constantly about what's wrong, what's missing, and what's not working. But here's the truth. You will never rise above the level of your word. If all you ever do is talk about your problems, you will stay stuck in them. If all you do is describe where you are, you will never move forward. But if you start speaking where you want to go, if you start declaring the future you desire, you will begin to see doors open, opportunities appear, and strength rise within you. Think about it. When an architect builds a house, they don't just describe an empty plot of land. They don't say, well, there's nothing here, it's just dirt and space. No, they create blueprints. They speak about what they are going to build. They describe the finished product before a single brick is laid. The same principle applies to your life. Don't just describe your situation. Declare your destination. Instead of saying, I'll never get out of this mess, say, I am stepping into a new season of breakthrough. Instead of saying, I'm always struggling, say, I am walking into abundance. Instead of saying, I'll never achieve my dreams, say, your words are like a steering wheel, directing your life in the direction you choose. If you keep talking about defeat, you will stay defeated. But if you start speaking victory, success, and purpose, your life will begin to align with those words. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about refusing to let your current situation dictate your future. Speak what you seek. Speak the life you want to live. Speak your future into existence. Consistency is the key to lasting change. You can make a decision to speak differently today, but if you stop tomorrow, it won't make a lasting impact. The words you speak today must be backed by the actions you take tomorrow, and then the next day, and the day after that. Consistency is what builds momentum and transforms your life. Think about it like building a house. You don't lay one brick and then walk away expecting the structure to stand. No, you lay one brick at a time, day after day, until the house is built. It's the same with the words you speak. Each day you speak life, strength, and faith. You are laying a foundation for your future. At first it may not seem like much, but over time you will start to see the walls of transformation rise. 7 days is a powerful start, but it's just the beginning. If you want to see real, lasting transformation in your life, you must commit to speaking words of faith every day. You must make it a habit to wake up and declare, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy of success. It's not about how you feel in the moment. It's about building the habit of speaking life over yourself, no matter what. The beauty of consistency is that it compounds. The more you speak truth over your life, the more you start to believe it. The more you speak words of victory, the more your mindset shifts toward overcoming obstacles. The more you speak strength, the stronger you become. Your words are not just changing your thoughts in the moment, they are shaping your future one day at a time. And here's the truth. The impact of what you're doing today might not be immediately visible, but it will be felt tomorrow. Consistency will take you from where you are to where you are meant to be. The small daily decisions to speak life will eventually result in a powerful transformation. So keep going. Speak life every day. Stay consistent even when it feels hard, even when you don't see the change right away. The breakthrough is coming, and it will be built on the foundation you lay. With every word you speak, keep speaking it, keep believing it, and eventually you will see the life you've been declaring. As we wrap up today, I want to remind you of something powerful. You have the ability to change your life. And it all starts with your words. Every day you have the opportunity to speak life or death, victory or defeat, faith or fear. The words you speak to yourself, the words you declare over your future hold incredible power. For the next 7 days, take the challenge to speak words that lift you up. Words that declare strength, hope, and possibility. Start each day by declaring who you are and what you are capable of. Reject the lies that have held you back and embrace the truth of who you are meant to be. Remember, your mind is a battlefield and your words are the weapons. You are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or the voices of doubt that try to tear you down. You are defined by the power of your words, the faith you speak, and the belief that you were created for victory. So I encourage you, speak life, walk in victory, and declare the future you want to see. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but stay consistent. Over time, you'll start to notice the transformation happening within you, and before you know it, your life will reflect the power of your words.